Good morning, everybody. My name is Joseph. Article presentation for week 13. So, the article I selected is titled TPAC Framework Challenges and Opportunities in English as Foreign Language Classrooms. And the authors are Lita Chupan, Drajati, and then Sumani. All are English teachers in Indonesia. So the scope of the presentation is as follows: introduction, TPAC framework, research problem, research purpose, research assumptions and questions, which has to do with the benefit and challenges of TPAC, significance of the research, discussions, and then suggestions from the authors. So, teaching involves a variety of complex processes, selecting materials, preparing classroom for teaching, even getting the appropriate medium for teaching, and also adapting strategies that will meet learners' expectation or that will produce learning that meets learners' expectation is very critical in modern times. And according to Richard and Lochard 2019, they observe these challenges. And also Indiho, Kubayo, and Musa Murasira 2019 have also identified or observed similar challenges, but then in the technology field, how technology is kind of bringing a lot of challenges in education, even though it comes with multiple opportunities. So the TPAC framework that the researchers or the authors base on to do their research, the TPAC actually talks about content knowledge. So what are you teaching and what do you know about the subject? We also have the pedagogical knowledge. How do you teach your student best? And what instructional strategies are required to meet your learning or your lesson plans? And so on. And then we have the technological knowledge, which has to do with the digital tool available for you to use and how do they, fit or how suitable are they for the lessons that you're about to teach. And this TPAC framework actually was expanded by Mishra and Kuhila in 2006. They might not be the proponent of them, but they expanded it and it has become a research focus in recent times from that time till now, which I personally have an article that I'm working on for publication. So all these will tell you how the TPAC framework came about, which we'll be looking at it in details later. So they all come together to meet at the center. They are interrelated. They meet at the center to produce TPAC framework. So the research problem that the researchers identified came as a result of review of different document articles, books, and materials. And they realized that people were talking about the implementation of technology and how important it is, how it improves learning and others. But most of them ignored the challenges that IT implementation brings to teachers, and the fact that teachers' existing knowledge is a little bit deviated from IT knowledge. So they realize that little or even no exploration have been done on the challenges associated to the implementation of TPAC as a technology in classroom, and therefore sought to investigate or make research on this problem. So the purpose of the research is to tell a story about English, teaching English using TPAC, and also explore the opportunities and the challenges in the implementation process. Through this, they adapted a narrative inquiry methodology with thematic analysis, and they conducted their interviews using semi-structured interview techniques, where the structured part was to actually solicit for specific information, and then the unstructured aspect of the interview was to allow the participant to bring out whatever experience that they have, their feelings and everything. They went further to do observations and document analysis. Observations allow them to even be part of the process, and then the document analysis allow them to kind of analyze all documents available to be able to cement the research findings. So the assumptions and some questions that they raised in their article was to find out, are there some challenges in implementing TPAC? What are the opportunities? And also, do they have some implementations? Have English language teachers implement TPAC? And then also, if technology offers flexible teaching and improved learning. And the assumption was that yes, TPAC has opportunities and definitely have challenges. And there is also English teaching teachers who have implemented TPAC to help them teach English. And then they concluded, or they also assumed that there is opportunity in technology as it helps improve learning and also give flexibility in teaching. So the significance of the study was to determine if challenges and opportunities were actually seen in implementing TPAC, and also to retell the untold story of TPAC implementation. The untold story of TPAC implementation might be the challenges that people don't normally talk, or the researchers have ignored and continuously talk about only the positive side, and also to identify the challenges, the actual challenges that they are facing in implementing it, and come out with ways to mitigate these challenges. And finally, provide grounds for further research studies. So the discussion um, and some suggestions. So we know that the pedagogical content knowledge is to identify ways to teach the content to your student. And then the technological content knowledge was understanding how digital tools can enhance and transform the content and how it is delivered to the students. And then we have the technology or the technological pedagogical knowledge. This is where you try to understand how technologies can help you as a teacher in kind of improve or teach um, your learning or achieve your learning objective or your teaching objectives. So this is what brings out the TPAC. So the T is for the technological pedagogical knowledge, the technological content knowledge, and then the pedagogical. So then you come out with the TPAC. And as a way of understanding the the discussions or understanding the research, it was revealed that technology integration is quite complicated. It is very difficult in implementing technology, and so it was difficult. And these challenges, they were able to find out that IT illiterate, internet connection problems, lack of ideas to create meaningful technologies or using meaningful tasks using technology was a problem. And so they went further to to suggest that institutions and stakeholders must be aware of these problems and support teachers with sufficient facilities of sufficient materials, and also help in training teachers with the use or implementation of technologies such as the TPAC. Thank you. These are my references. So this is the TPAC modality, and thank you, comment and answers.